From my research, about 79% of all US homes now use native smart TVs or the portable smart TV devices. I recently switched from a Chromecast to a On TV box, and honestly, it's amazing. I can watch YouTube, Twitch streams, live TV, and watch movies and shows. Now, the one thing I didn't mention right there was gaming, which, unless we are talking about cloud streaming, isn't possible. Now, here on this channel, gaming is always a choice. Whether you have to use at-home devices to build a makeshift gaming setup, or even skip buying the retro consoles and playing those older games locally from your PC, gaming will happen. And today I will be playing games locally on Android TV box. Let's get the gaming. Now let's take a look at what we're working with today. For this video, I'll be using a Full HD stick. I could have gotten the 4K version, but the TV I use this on is not 4K, and I don't plan on getting a 4K TV neither. The 4K version is slightly more powerful, but come on, what's these videos without some struggle? So on this device, we have a 4-core Amlogic S805 X2, which runs at a speed of 1.8 gigahertz. Now on the graphics side, we're running the Mali G31 MP2, and last but not least, we have a measly 1.5 gigabytes of RAM and 8 gigabytes of internal storage.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
Now the first game I'll be testing today is Super Mario 64. Now I know last video I tested this game, but this game is one of the only games I can think of that won't be too taxing on the internal storage or this device, but I do have more games I want to test. Now let's go ahead and talk about how I did this. On Android, there is an emulator that can run N64 games named M64 Plus FC. Meaning this can be done even on your phone. I just installed the APK file for this app, then used local send to send it from my phone to the Android TV. From there, just install the file using a file manager on the Android TV, and it should show up on your homepage. Now from there, you want to install the ROM you want to play, then just go to the M64 Plus application, then go to the 3 lines, go to refresh ROMs, and then you should see select file and select folder. Now select folder doesn't work, at least on the Android TV, because apparently the Android TV does not have a file manager that can actually select a folder. As you can see here, just click select file, and then it should give you the choice to use File Manager Plus, which is the application I used. If you don't already have that, just find File Manager Plus on the actual Android TV store. If it's not there, then all you need to do is send the APK for this application from your phone to Android TV the same way that you did with everything else, and then it should show up here. So then just go to downloads and then find the N64 file, click it, click select, and then once you do that, everything should work. You should be able to go all the way back and it should take you here. So you can see that I have Super Mario 64, and I've already tested it and it does work, but I'm going to test it again with you guys. Now before I actually test it, I want to show you guys how to set up a controller. Now in this case, I would suggest that you just use a Bluetooth controller, so maybe a PS4 or PS5 controller, or one of the Xbox controllers. Just go to settings, go to Bluetooth, and then just connect the controllers as usual to Bluetooth as you would with any other device. And then go back to M64 Plus. Now just go to the 3 lines, and then go all the way down to profiles, and then click select profiles. And for controller 1 profile, just click, and you should be able to find Xbox 360 or X input compatible PC controllers. Now that is honestly what you want to click. I'm pretty sure even if you are connecting a PlayStation controller, clicking the Xbox choice is still the best one to do, even if you're not using a Xbox controller. So just click it, and then it should say controller 1 profile Xbox, and then that's pretty much it. Just go all the way back, click on your game, and then for me, I already have it already loaded up, so I'll just click resume, but for you it'll be start. Oh, okay, 30 FPS, not bad. I'm pretty sure this game is actually locked at 30 FPS, so honestly, I don't even think I can go higher. I know in the last video, I'm pretty sure it was actually running at 60 FPS, so I guess it just depends on what application or emulator you're using to run this game. In this case, we're using M64 Plus, of course, and it is running at 30 FPS. It just doesn't look like 30 FPS, but hey, maybe that's just how 30 FPS looked back then. Okay, press A. Wait, this is honestly running a lot better than it was when I first tested this. When I first tested this, this was having a lot of input latency, but to be honest, this is playable. I guess if you were in the, what did this game come out? Like in the, everything's working. X, A to jump, X to belly jump, whatever that's called. And we're getting about a solid 30 FPS, about between 29 and 30. Good afternoon, blah, 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 blah. We're still getting 30. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a way to get this to run at 60 FPS, but I'm not even sure if this Android TV streaming box can even run this game at 60 FPS, but honestly, it might be possible. Other than that, I mean, this is running really good. I did not expect for this thing to even be able to emulate at all, but this thing is about as powerful as like some 2020 Android phone or tablet. So honestly, if one of those devices back then could do this, then of course this should be able to do this. But honestly, I expected the 1.5 gigabytes of RAM to actually have an issue. This game used to run at 30 FPS, I'm pretty sure, on the Nintendo 64, maybe even less FPS. I'm not sure. I'm not very educated on how those consoles went, but to be honest, 30 FPS on this game is honestly pretty good. And the fact that it can run with as little RAM as I have, and it's only, what, 8 megabytes of space? That's honestly crazy. This game is very small, and we're running at 30 FPS. So yeah, that's really good. Okay, now the next game is Minecraft. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, I don't expect this to work at all. Now, to be honest, it's looking pretty good right now. Now, I don't have a FPS. Oh, no, never mind. Yes, right up there. The FPS is 60 in the loading menu or the main menu. So that can completely change when we get into a actual world. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is getting into a world and seeing how this reacts. Now, I'm using my controller right now, so pressing A. I'm pretty sure you guys should be able to hear everything that's going on. There's no audio issues. Now, if we take a look at that memory, it's saying that it's using maybe, what, 408 megabytes? We're running at running this game at 1080p, and you guys see that we're using the Mali G31 GPU, and we're on Android 12, and this is actually the beta version of 1.21. And yeah, server time 0, all of that. Yeah, everything's looking good. We're running at 60 FPS right now. Again, I am running into a little bit of latency because of the way that I'm viewing it, but you guys shouldn't have any latency. Okay, let's see. Come on. Uh-oh. 1 FPS. Where we at? 22 FPS, 27 FPS, 26 FPS. So, I mean, it's not amazing. Oh, my controller disconnected. That's nice. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Everything, I mean, like, I can't really call this bad because it's a Android TV streaming box, keyword streaming. So I can't really say that this is horrible, but the fact that it's even running, the fact that it didn't crash as soon as I opened it, and currently I'm getting, what, 30 FPS? I would say between 25 and 35. It depends. Let me see. If I look in the sky, do I get anything higher? Nope, 36, 46. Okay, not too bad, not too shabby. This is not playable. I'm not even gonna lie and say this is playable. This is not playable at all. And then on top of me also having input latency because of the way I'm viewing this, it is pretty bad. You can see the server time is definitely fluctuating. If you guys see a second segment of this video where I'm playing Minecraft again, it's most likely because I was able to get this game to run at 720p. If you guys don't see Minecraft again, that's because I was unable to set that up, and you'll just see the last game.
2 seconds later.
720p, is it any better? Currently I'm running at 720p, 60 hertz. I don't know, I might be a tad biased, but I feel like it might be a little bit more responsive than it was before. Now, I don't think FPS wise is any better, but it definitely feels like it's way more responsive than it was before. Like, I feel like this is a lot more playable. Maybe it's the frame time, I'm not sure. 30 FPS right now. I will say we are definitely staying over 30 FPS a lot longer. I see occasional drops down below 30 FPS, but I'll be honest, like with me looking around like this, it is definitely a lot more responsive. Like I feel like if I was like 5, I could probably play this. Okay, now we are testing, last but not least, Asphalt 8. Okay, I'll be back. That guy who just told you he'll be back, he never comes back. You see, Asphalt installs from a 200 megabyte file, but actually needs 3 gigabytes to play. Well, the conclusion of this video is that you should not do anything like this. 1, there is not nearly enough space. 2, processing power isn't good. And 3, just don't do this. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you have anything more you want me to do with this device, let me know in the comments. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.